Good morning, YouTube. Well, it's morning when this video is going live, and it's coincidentally morning while I'm filming this one today. So good morning. What we have here today is a knife I knew nothing about, which actually happens quite a bit on my channel, and that's one of the things I love about my channel, is I learn about so many new things. So this was sent in by my buddy Cliff over in Anchorage, Alaska, who actually just picked up a red G10 Todd Beg Bodega. So congratulations, Mark, being one of the 3 owners of the G10 Bodega. Very awesome. Welcome to the exclusive Club of 3. That's a different story. So Cliff sent this over in a box of other goodies, and it's interesting and cool at the same time. Okay, it's a Les Adams Bomb Ordnance is the model, and here is a little bit about it, just in case I don't mention all of the items. Put that out of the way. It does come in a Cordura belt sheath. I don't understand that exactly when it has a pocket clip, but I guess that gives you some options. If you're wearing this or carrying this in a tactical environment, you could put this on your pack, you could put this on your, Molly gear, your vest, I think it does give you options. But yeah, I would never use a belt sheath. And there's some other knives, there's some Benchmades and some stuff that do come with belt sheaths. And I've actually seen people make for like Tud heaters and even some Medfords. People have made leather belt sheaths. I don't get it. I mean, that's just me. I don't understand it. If it's got a pocket clip, it's going to go in my pocket. But that's just me. Okay? This is absolutely a unique knife of something that I have not seen like before. Okay, so it is carbon fiber on both sides. Titanium clip. There is no backspacer. It's just 2 halves sandwiched together, right? It has a carbon fiber safety switch. Okay, this is the AOS. It has the AOS feature, which is the always on safety, because it is an automatic. So what you do is you pull down on the safety. So right now, it's in safe, right? So you pull down on the safety switch, depress the fire button, and you better hold on or else it'll go flying across the room, and that would suck. Okay? And you get this awesome bead blasted blade of 154 cm. Little maker's mark there. EOD 2016, because this was made back in 16. Sterile on the backside. Kind of a false edge on top, so it looks dagger-ish. Okay. So now to close it, typically you would just hit the button lock, the fire button. But no, you can't, because the spring has sprung the safety back in place. So you have to pull the safety back, then depress the trigger, the button, to then close the knife. So it's a little bit different where it is locked closed and locked open, but that's kind of a cool feature. Bead blasted button, bead blasted clip, fires like nobody's business. Very Boker-ish, Protec-ish with how hard it fires. Now, it is a bit blocky. Okay? I'm not going to lie. Would I do things a little different? Yeah, maybe. But this was made back in 2016. And in 2016, that was more the norm back then. Was blockiness, not so much contoured and rounded and whatnot. If you were making this today, I would have kind of chamfered these edges, kind of just contoured everything and rounded these off a bit. It works in the hand, but you feel the edges, okay? Rounded off or chamfered and kind of contoured would be perfect on this knife. But again, back then in the day, that was more common practice. What I do really appreciate is the recessed clip. Now, because of the configuration of the clip, it's not a deep carry clip, so this hardware is not obstructing the, wearer in putting it in the pocket, right? But they went that extra mile to recess that in, and I think that's just really a nice detail that wasn't necessary, but very much appreciated. Okay, so let's go into the specs now that I've rambled on. Move the case out of the way. 4.5 inches closed, 7 7/8 overall, 3.45 inch blade with a 2.87 cutting edge, 154 cm as I stated. The blade thickness is 0.124, overall thickness is 0.584, and it weighs in at 3.7 ounces. So this is something, while it's a little bit thick, it may take up a little room in your pocket, but this width is very user-friendly. It feels great in the pocket. The clip works great. You could carry this all day long and not even notice it. It's a perfect size. I love the aesthetics of it. Bead Blast is one of my favorites. Doesn't show a lot of wear. Either a dark stonewash type of thing or a bead blasted finish is kind of my favorite. Carbon fiber. Hell, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I am total carbon fiber dude. So all in all, this is really a nice knife, and I'm really excited that Cliff was able to send this in to me. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons to give you an idea with the Sharpie. You guessed it, the Delica, the Quiet Carry Waypoint, very similar kind of colors, except a little bit of a more satiny blade. And now let's get to some carbon fiber, because there is a million different carbon fibers with the Hellraiser P-Series, with the other Hellraiser P-Series, because I love the Hellraisers. Have I mentioned that before? I don't know if I've told you guys that I love the Hellraisers. I don't know if I've mentioned that before or not. So just in case you didn't know. And then how about up against the Todd Begg Bodega? Now, I think the camera makes this look a little more orangish. It's a darker red. The way the lighting is here, I've noticed. See if I turn the light up, turn the light down. And it's still... through the camera, it looks a little more orangish. It's more of a burnt red in real life. And you can check out my Instagram and Facebook for pictures of this, because I have a lot of pictures up of that, which probably show the coloring much more accurately. That's one of the only knives that actually looks a little funny through my camera. I don't understand. Anyway, whatever. So, very cool knife. Very fun to check out. It is nice and sharp. I don't know that Cliff has ever carried this because it looks brand new. Now you can still find these. I did a quick search. Arizona Custom Knives has one that looks like it's available around that $300 range. I think Blade HQ also had one. So these are possibly still available. I mean, sometimes when it says on the website that it's in stock or available, you go to purchase it and it's really not. So don't quote me on that. But all in all, a very cool blade. So thanks, Cliff, for sending that in. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a great day, and be sure to come back tomorrow.